Chad, I know you were very emotional last night. How's the feeling back here at the barn today?
You know what, it was a tough morning. We had a couple stalls to fill, and I mean, it's a tough morning doing chores. But we got through it, and I mean, we had some good news at lunchtime here. A little after lunchtime, the postmortem results come back on the left leader, Pablo, our young horse, and they had an aneurysm in him. And from what the vet tells me and the blood work that was done, there's nothing our barn crew could have did. There's nothing I could have did. From a safety issue, the Calgary Stampeders did everything to enforce new rules, and they were implemented perfectly. And everything is, it was a rare accident that happened last night. It was an aneurysm in a horse in his back end to make him go down, or to cause him to go down. And it's just like me driving a car down the street. I could have had an aneurysm yesterday going to the hotel or going over to McDonald's and run into somebody, but I didn't. It was an accident, and the chances of it happening are very, very slim, and it just happened to happen with a whole bunch of media attention, and it's just a bad break.
I don't know if people understand the relationship you guys have with the horses. I mean, I was back here doing the story with Katie, with yourself and stuff like that. I mean, these are not just things you throw out on the racetrack and whatever.
No, we spend hours and hours every day taking care of these horses, and it's our livelihood. I mean, I would never send a horse on the racetrack to hurt myself. It's my life. So why would I send a horse out there that I would think is in any pain or cannot run healthy? I mean, the Stampede does vet tests every day on all 6 horses that we run. They're pre-tested before we get here. They're tested again after. I mean, at the end of the day, the only sigh of relief we got out of this is the horse that did go down with the aneurysm is nothing we could do. Everybody did their precautionary methods. There's no fault of it, but we love these animals. I mean, it's a tough job coming here in the morning and seeing empty stalls.
Well, especially what you said last night. I mean, one of those horses, you're so close to him. He's going to go out to pasture. It's for your kid, man. It's,
yeah.
You know.
It's a tough haul. I mean, we love them all. I mean, I buy horses in Seattle, and we look at horses there, and we bring horses home. And I mean, we spend time with these horses all winter. Every day we feed them. Every day we feed these horses. My kids feed the horses. My wife goes out and helps feed the horses. I mean, it's a family thing. We have volunteers from all across Alberta, some from Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. I mean, they come and help us. They all know our horses. I mean, they all know them. It's a family. It's a big family.
I want to take you back to last night. You're coming down. Did you know something was going on? Something wasn't right?
You know what? Everything looked good. Our turn wasn't bad. It was a decent average turn, and we got going out of the second corner, and we were starting to run hard, and all of a sudden I seen him to back up a little bit on me. As we were running, he just backed up off his line a little bit, and I started to see something I thought was wrong, so I started to pull up everything so we wouldn't get nothing injured, but we just couldn't stop in time. And I mean, it wouldn't have helped. He had an aneurysm. At the end of the day, there's nothing we could do to prevent it. It was just one of those things.
But you guys are veteran drivers. Without a guy like you in that wagon, you know what I mean? Like, things could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that there was enough a gap between me and Cody McCurr, who's an excellent rookie driver here too, that's drove ponies for many years. And he's seen what was coming, because I looked back and I wanted to pull the outside so nothing else happened. And he's seen what was going, and I sort of hollered at him. So he got to dish to the outside, and it was just fortunate nothing worse happened. It wasn't like a pile up on the freeway, which it could have been. It was just a freak accident last night where a horse had an aneurysm, and there's nothing we could do. He could have had it in the stall. I could have had an aneurysm and caused the whole pile up myself. It's just a freak accident that happened last night.
It's a split second. I can't believe that you were able to. It's loud on the track. It's like, anyone wants to know, it's loud on the track, and you're in the right frame of mind with everything that's going on, shouting back to Cody.
Well,
and Cody's smart enough to click on what you're saying,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, we've all been around it. We've all seen wagon racing, and I mean, it's tough to get them to stop. It's not a car. You're going at a good clip, and you're trying to stop them, and they love racing, guys, and it's tough to lose them. It's very, very tough to lose these horses. We love them all. We love them from the worst horse to our best horse. We love every horse, and we hate losing them. We hate selling them. They're tough. They come in our barn, and they're part of our family, and they're hard to leave.
A lot of people want to know, you back in the wagon tonight? What do you do? What do you hook? What do you know what I mean?
You know what? It was a freak accident last night. We're going back strong. My wife wanted to leave. I said, no, you're going up to the top of the grandstand. You're videotaping just like every other night, and life will carry on. We're going to miss them, but we can't stop. It's got to go on. We can't dwell on what's happened. It was an accident. We can't stop it. It was an accident.
Yeah. So you somehow run the race tonight, and kind of maybe when you get in there, you'll be thinking of them and stuff.
You know what? I'll attribute the race tonight to them, but we're going to go hard. We got other good horses in the barn, and it's a tough accident to take. You lose 3 horses, it's tough, but we're going to continue on in this sport. And I mean, it's a great sport, and I had more than probably 36 drivers that are racing here, and another probably 25 phone me today and ask for support and give me moral support, and anything they could do, they would do for me. It's unbelievable how big this sport is and how much people care for this sport and these horses.